heard so many times. Speak easy from Eddie Hernandez.
Hey everybody, welcome to GAW Academy Stormchaser, and what a treat it is to see Scott Danielson back in the ring for the first time since he faced Lancelot. That was about a month ago now, right before Northern Lights began. Scott Danielson, of course, lost to the legend of the Underground, but he's the first guy to really come back after Lancelot called him out. We've seen it happen to Mexican Shia as well, and Scott Danielson's the first to come back and try to resurrect his career. Lancelot claims that he's just trying to get these guys back on track, so let's see if Scott Danielson is actually able to make that come to fruition. He's got a tough opponent here today, a really difficult rookie. We've seen Joshua Moore come in. This will be just his third match, but he has given some guys some real issues, including Jackel, who just last week, he really took to the ringer. Moore has looked good in just a couple appearances in the GAW Academy, so he is obviously viewing this as a huge opportunity for himself. Moore is the most recent debutant here in the GAW Academy. By the way, that means that his is the most recent theme song over on our Spotify playlist. All of the music from the GAW Academy, from Friday Night Storm, all collected in one place. Link is in the description or on the website generaladmissionwrestling.com. I can't wait to get into this opening match. It's a big moment for both guys and a big match to start off Stormchaser. These are two big guys, but we saw from Moore what kind of athleticism he possesses. Scott Danielson with a massive lariat to start things off, only a 1 count for Moore. Now we saw what Joshua Moore was able to do against Jackel. He's got some serious athleticism, and over the top goes Scott Danielson. So it looks like Joshua Moore going to continue to use that, and a Meteora completely misses as Scott Danielson got out of the way, and immediately Danielson putting the pressure on the knees of Joshua Moore. Moore's got to get away from that attack as he slides back into the ring. Moore, you can see, already laboring to get up onto the middle rope, and Scott Danielson a little bit too quick into the ring for Moore, and a modified German. Danielson turns it around. Look at the strength of the former Academy champion. Wow, this puts even more pressure on the back than a typical German, and Danielson hit 3 of them. I've never seen that before. But Scott Danielson leveraging that strength. Moore trying to come back. Nice snapmare and a fist drop. Joshua Moore already feeling a little bit of that lactic acid build up in his knees. You can see he's already moving a little slower. That Meteora that misfired. Moore's now feeling the effects, and Moore trying to once again get away from Scott Danielson's attack on the outside. That's not going to help him. Belly to belly suplex. Scott Danielson has proven that he is pound for pound one of the strongest men in GAW, and he's showing you exactly why. Danielson with the real man's military press. Danielson just putting Moore down, leg hooked, and Joshua Moore kicks out. It's hard to withstand any attack from Scott Danielson, and Joshua Moore may find his night done here pretty fast. Danielson gets him up onto the shoulders. Danielson, Blade Runner. Very few men have survived the Blade Runner, and Joshua Moore is not one of them. Scott Danielson, the former Academy champion, returns from a vicious beating at the hands of Lancelot. And I don't know if Lancelot was sincere about wanting to change these guys, but at least as far as Scott Danielson is concerned, Lancelot has certainly done it. He has made the difference here for the former Academy champion. And another look at the Blade Runner, Danielson. What a threat he is. I've seen the GAW Academy change in front of my eyes. 1 year ago, I was a champion fighting in front of 100 fans in Atlanta. Now, I'm a nobody that everyone wrote off when I fought Lancelot in front of 15,000. I can handle the grind, but what I cannot and will not handle is a man who comes in here thinking his very existence entitles him to a certain level of respect from the rest of us. Devin Andrews, I do not respect you. You haven't earned a goddamn thing, not from me and not from anyone. But I dare you to come earn the respect that you seem to think you deserve. In this ring, come be a former Academy champ, one of the pillars of the GAW Academy from the very beginning. If you got the guts, I'll see you right here. She is back, ladies and gentlemen, Kaitlyn Dunlap. Now we've seen now for 2 weeks some hints that maybe she would be returning, and now apparently those hints have been confirmed. Kaitlyn Dunlap has herself been a huge part of the GAW Academy, but if you're just recently joining us, you haven't seen a lot of what Dunlap has done. By the way, check out our social media channels, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Links are all down in the description. Maybe we will revisit some of the things that Kaitlyn Dunlap has done in her short Academy career. If you're new with us, Dunlap has been hurt for the last several months, but she challenged Asuka for the Women's World Championship. She actually pinned Asuka in non-title match back when Asuka was the Women's World Champion. Dunlap has challenged for the Academy Women's Championship. This is a woman who has carved out a major legacy for herself, and now she's back. Suzuki is someone who probably has a major bone to pick with Kaitlyn Dunlap. Suzuki is one of the many competitors in the Stormchaser tournament who felt like Dunlap was one of the women who just basically skipped the line. And Suzuki, we talk about her all the time, how she at one point figured that she would be the superstar in the Academy. It hasn't gone that way for her, but Kaitlyn Dunlap certainly did not make a good impression when she debuted in the GAW Academy by basically inserting herself into the Stormchaser tournament, if you have been with us long enough to remember that. So certainly Kaitlyn Dunlap did not ingratiate herself to a lot of people, least of all Suzuki. This will be their first meeting since the Stormchaser tournament. That was, it feels like eons ago at this point. But Suzuki looking for some major revenge and also looking to avoid a very dubious honor of securing the most losses in general admission wrestling. She would tie Overload with 11 and Stepford Drummond if she were to lose here. Well, let's see what Kaitlyn Dunlap has to offer, and immediately that lariat not going anywhere. The strength of Suzuki, too much for the goddess Kaitlyn Dunlap. Now, interesting thing here, Dunlap we last saw before her injury beating Katana in a steel cage match, and now Dunlap with a shin breaker. We know what Dunlap is capable of. We've seen her do it. We've seen her challenge Lazara. We've seen her beat Asuka. So we certainly know what Kaitlyn Dunlap is about. Nice takedown from Suzuki. But does she still have that? Or has she lost a step? I mean, that's very possible as well. Suzuki going in with the knee. It is definitely possible. I'm not saying this happened, but I think it's possible that that Dunlap has lost something due to injury. We've seen it happen. It's not unheard of. Let's see if Dunlap can continue here. See if she can continue on the trajectory that she was on. Suzuki, meanwhile, and we know how long she's been around. We know that she is a third-generation mixed martial artist, second-generation wrestler. We know all that. So, you know, seeing someone like Dunlap coming from a gymnastics background, so certainly Suzuki not feeling like Dunlap would be on her level. So let's see here as Suzuki, she's got Dunlap up in an Alabama slam. Inverted Alabama slam from the much bigger Thunderbolt. Dunlap having to fight out of this, and Dunlap going for a knee. Dunlap Escalera into the Hurricane Rana. Well done. We know how dangerous Dunlap is. We've seen it against so many top competitors. Now Dunlap looking for some momentum up top. Suzuki right back to her feet. Dunlap jumps over the top. Suzuki just trying to taunt the young Kaitlyn Dunlap, but Dunlap with a Thez press. Things have broken down here as Suzuki trying to assert her will on Kaitlyn Dunlap, and now Suzuki with a DDT. Well done. Thunderbolt into the cover and a quick kick out from Kaitlyn Dunlap, making her return after months on the shelf due to injury. The nature of the injury is unclear, although what we've heard is a shoulder issue, and Suzuki has her up. Suzuki with a last ride style powerbomb. Kaitlyn Dunlap actually usually has the height advantage over most of her opponents. Not going to happen today against the much bigger Suzuki. You can see Dunlap's long arms and legs really help her out, but Suzuki now, what a right hand shot. Suzuki into the rear naked choke. Can she take her down? Yes. Suzuki locks her in. Rear naked choke is in, and Kaitlyn Dunlap, her debut might go very sour very quickly as Dunlap trying to fight out of this thing and eventually does get the grip to release from Suzuki, but Thunderbolt able to stay on top here. Kaitlyn Dunlap, her debut, or I should say return, not going as well as she would have hoped, but lots of time still for the goddess. Suzuki with a takedown and into the knee bar. Lots of different submissions from the mixed martial artist Suzuki, and what a well-placed kick from Dunlap to free herself out of that one, and a teardrop suplex with a bridge. Dunlap's first attempt to win it, and Suzuki kicks out. Now the fans, no love lost between them and Kaitlyn Dunlap, and now Dunlap looking for the big finish. DDG. Drop dead gorgeous from Kaitlyn Dunlap to someone as big as Suzuki. How impressive is that? Kaitlyn Dunlap gets the win in her return, and just laughing in the face of her opponent. Kaitlyn Dunlap is back, and she has announced herself in a big way. She and Ulysses Sky really, well, I mean, they're from California. That's about what we know about these two, but Kaitlyn Dunlap, what a return it's been for her. I respect you calling out Devin, and I respect your hunger, man. I really, really do. But I gotta be upfront with you. Devin doesn't work here. I don't have control of him any more than I have control of Brock Lesnar. So you're more than welcome to call him out and I will always respect you for it. But I can't make that match. I'm sorry, brother. Wow. Took him a few months to finally say anything without tripping over his words. But look, Max, you got a few things wrong. See, I would never cut the line. I know how hard everyone works to try and make it to the top. I may be the villain here in your mind, but I believe in earning everything, especially here in GAW. Now, Max, I don't want to make assumptions, but do you think that you deserve a match with Kurt Andrews for the Academy Championship? Do you? Because I don't think you've earned a damn thing. What former champs have you beaten? Scott Danielson? The same guys that I dismantled and now they have to claw their way back into relevancy you struggled with. Young man, if you want me to shorten your career for you, all you had to do was ask. But Max, I have to ask you, don't run. Well, I was shocked earlier when Scott Danielson called out Devin Andrews, and I can't say I'm surprised that Jason Parker not going to guarantee him that, but something tells me it's not done between Danielson and Andrews, and it's certainly not done between Lancelot and Ultimate. But now we got a real treat as we get to see the Las Vegas Connection in the ring as a team for the first time since they came to GAW. Led by Derek Cole, he's got Marco Diaz alongside him. These two, as singles wrestlers, present incredibly dangerous challengers to anyone. The question is, how good are they as tag wrestlers? Well, unfortunately for Woods Club, they're the ones who are going to have to find out, and so will we. Seth Woods in to start out. For the Woods Club, it'll be Derek Cole for LVC and an early DDT from Seth Woods. No, Derek Cole brought the Las Vegas Connection into GAW with the promise of them becoming the most dangerous group in the company, and so far, it seems like that promise may be fulfilled. Seth Woods, we've seen him use the pile driver before, but Derek Cole able to counter it with a back body drop, and Primetime looking excellent right now with a Cole cut. Not the usual variation that we've seen from Primetime, but that one will work as well. Speaking of Primetime, if you're looking for something to do, just come hang out with us on Twitch at Griff_from GA. We have a fantastic community, lots of wrestling references, the best soundboard in the business. It's just a fantastic time, so if you ever want to come hang out with some great people at Griff_from GA, links in the description as well. Derek Cole laying in some stomps, and now Marco Diaz tags in, and Diaz going to lay in. Marco Diaz yields to Derek Cole, and now Derek Cole comes in, just pounding a crater into Seth Woods' chest. Diaz with a drop kick to finish it off. My goodness, the Las Vegas Connection just laying it into Seth Woods. Cover here from Diaz, and Lance needed to break it up, and he did, but Marco Diaz gives him a German for his troubles. Diaz hangs on, and Diaz, oh good God, what a lariat. So Seth Woods finds himself working 2-on-1 against Marco Diaz and Derek Cole, although right now it's not gonna matter as Woods with a double foot stomp and a kick. I don't know if Woods even knows where he is anymore, but it's the fight or flight instinct. Right now he's choosing to fight. 2 minutes in though, Marco Diaz. Two big lariats from the Puerto Rican Nightmare, ducks that one, and a jumping lariat from Diaz. Got Seth Woods in his sights as Woods still at a 2-on-1 disadvantage. A grounded roundhouse, and there is Lance. Back up onto the apron. He saved this match earlier. Saved Seth Woods, and now Woods again maybe looking for that pile driver, but Marco Diaz not going to let it happen. Well, we've seen how dangerous the Las Vegas Connection can really be, so now the question is, can they continue it? And Diaz, what a stomp! The air he got on that one and the velocity that he put Seth Woods down. Marco Diaz, felony from Marco Diaz. And Lance Woods, he'll be called on again, and he does just get there to break that up. Good Lord. Marco Diaz making Lance pay yet again. Felony from Marco Diaz would have kept Seth Woods down. Thankfully for Seth, he did have Lance there to once again break up the pin. You can see Seth Woods just trying to do anything he can to try to catch his breath. Now a cover attempt here, and Marco Diaz will kick out. Lance Woods returns to the fray, but it must be said, the Las Vegas connection is absolutely dominant right now over the Woods Club. Now we've seen it all from LVC. We've seen dominance from both Cole and Diaz. We've seen double team offense, and now, Marco Diaz into the corner. Eats a turnbuckle to the throat for his troubles, and now here comes Lance Woods. Diaz in his own corner reaches up, and here comes Derek Cole. Diaz gonna roll out to try to catch a breather on the outside, trusting that Derek Cole can hold down the fort. Well, right now, maybe his trust was misplaced. Lance Woods looking good against Cole in a face breaker. We'll see what Derek Cole's able to do. Cole regains the advantage with a drop kick there, and another one, forcing Lance Woods into his own corner, and a third as Derek Cole takes Lance Woods right off his feet. This is the trust built up between the members of the Las Vegas Connection. They've been teaming together for such a long time. Into the corner goes Cole, and Lance Woods trying to make something happen, but Cole able to turn it back around. Woods with an elbow cutter attempt, countered by Cole. Woods, boot to the gut, and Woods double underhooks in. Woods, what a gut buster from Lance Woods. And now it'll be a cover from the Woods Club trying to win this match. There is Marco Diaz. Seth Woods caught him, DDT, but Derek Cole kicked out anyway. Seth Woods, that is incredible movement to get over to Marco Diaz, but Derek Cole showing his resiliency at the same time. Derek Cole lining up Lance Woods. Cole, Heisman kick, ducked by Lance, and a drop kick to answer. So after 5 minutes of uninterrupted LVC domination, the Woods Club finally looking like they might have an opening in this match. Derek Cole says, I see your opening. I'll raise you some ground and pound. That's what it is. Cole cut from Derek Cole. And now once again, Woods Club in real trouble. Lance Woods in trouble. Derek Cole gets the win for Las Vegas Connection just like that. And I think that is the perfect way. That is the perfect embodiment of what the Las Vegas Connection is about. Individual dominance, and it has been from the Las Vegas Connection. The resiliency of Derek Cole to kick out of that gut buster, and Derek Cole with a Cole cut. Cole and Marco Diaz, they did it all. Individual domination, team domination, and the Las Vegas Connection. We knew that as individuals they were special, but now I think we know as a team, these guys might have some serious potential as well. And when you talk about potential, there might not be anyone in GAW with more potential right now than Jackel. Everyone's been waiting to see what his next move is. Jackel, I think, is ready to reveal it.
Jackel, what will you do next? Jackel, when will you become a champion? In Mexico, Jackel is a celebrity, and I get these questions every day. Well, my answer is simple. It is time for Jackel to become a god of wrestling. Midnight, Jackel wants you next. You call yourself an underground champion. It is time to sacrifice your title, so Jackel will let you keep your career.
First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, no team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like.
Sounds like Midnight might have himself a new challenger for the Raw title, and if I know anything about Midnight, I would expect that he will not turn down this new challenge. Xavier Cross is a former challenger for that Raw title. He came up short. just as all challengers before him have, before and since. But Xavier Cross has shown how good he can be, and possibly, I don't want to speak too soon, especially given who his opponent is tonight, but it's possible that Xavier Cross has finally turned a corner. We know how much ability he has, but now we've seen that he can really put that ability to good use. Well, let's see if he can do it against what is his toughest opponent.
Burn 'em, burn 'em. How much money I be making, I'ma burn 'em, I'ma murk 'em. And if they playing with this fire, I'ma burn 'em.
No disrespect to men like Max Ultimate and Oliver Parker, but I think pound for pound, Omega Woods is the toughest opponent Xavier Cross has faced since Midnight. We saw what Woods did to Yunsan Park at Northern Lights. We saw what Woods did bouncing back from such a brutal match at Northern Lights as he, in the first Stormchaser after that event, took on Eddie Tonga and dominated the member of Island Nation. If you missed that, or if you missed any of the action on General Admission Wrestling, just check out the website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. We have full recaps of every show as they happen. You never have to miss a minute, so make sure you catch up if you're curious what's been going on and you can't watch every show. We also have full histories of all of our championships dating back to 2005. Omega Woods hopes to stamp his name in that history book one day, as does Xavier Cross. These two guys are, at this point, just fighting for momentum, but we know how important that is, and they're fighting to make a statement in an early spine buster from Xavier Cross. We know how important it is to state your claim early. And for both these guys, I don't know how much longer it'll be until these guys are legitimately challenging for a championship, especially in the case of Omega Woods. What he's done to Yunsan Park, you just wonder how long will it be before he sets his sights on a man like Midnight or Kurt Andrews. Right now, Omega Woods is wholly focused on Xavier Cross, and now Woods into an armbar, and Woods caught Xavier Cross's leg. Omega Woods trying to get an early submission from a man who has really made his name using submission wrestling in GAW. Cross knows exactly how to work his way out of that, but a thrust kick from Omega Woods takes Xavier Cross right back down. And now Woods transitions again right back into that armbar, really working on the arm of Xavier Cross. It's a really smart tactic in my opinion, as Cross needs the strength of his arms to lock in the Kronwald Hawkslayer, the most dangerous submission in the Academy. It's a smart decision from Omega Woods. I'll tell you what else is a smart decision. Learning next week's main event from Jason Parker, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Jason, please tell us what we can expect next week. Two guys that deserve a chance at becoming #1 contender to the Academy title. And that makes my job as commissioner very easy. Next week, Max Ultimate will fight Lancelot in the main event. The winner will face Kurt Andrews on a special Stormchaser episode October 11th in Liverpool. Well, really two big announcements there from Jason Parker. Not only are we going to get ourselves a #1 contenders match next week, but October 11th, Stormchaser Liverpool is coming. Make sure you are here for it, folks. We know how special those events are, and I know that Scouse crowd will be on fire when the Academy comes through there for the first time ever. Xavier Cross daring Omega Woods to come to the ring, and Woods calling his bluff, and Woods unloads with a right hand. Xavier Cross, I think, now regretting that he bluffed Omega Woods into coming in, and now Cross just trying to keep Woods. He's trying to keep Woods on his toes, as Xavier Cross just trying to stay away from the offensive onslaught of Omega Woods. It's not going to work, and you knew it wouldn't work for long. Woods with a butterfly suplex, rolls over, another one. Woods hangs on, triple butterfly suplex. Xavier Cross out of answers and maybe out of time. Omega Woods, gunslinger, no. Xavier Cross fights it off. And now Woods, a gunslinger of his own, Kronwald Hawkslayer, potentially locked in from Xavier Woods, but I don't think he has the grip in. Omega Woods did too much work on the arm, and Omega Woods fights out of the Kronwald Hawkslayer. It was never locked in properly from Xavier Cross. The work on his arm from before is now coming back to punish him, and Omega Woods, atomic drop, drop kick to the stomach, drop kick to the head. Omega Woods, knowing that he got the advantage by working over Xavier Cross's arm before in this match. That is the intelligence of Omega Woods on full display. We're getting to see it now. Nice takedown from Xavier Cross. Woods able to muscle him off, but Xavier Cross finally getting himself into another good position cover here and a kick out. This is the position Xavier Cross needed to be in, but Omega Woods shutting that down quick. Lariat over the top, and I still can't get over how smart Omega Woods has played this match, knowing that Xavier Cross presents such a huge issue with that Kronwald Hawkslayer that Omega Woods did enough work on the arm that it would not be a threat. That doesn't mean that it won't be a threat later as more work is done on the throat of Omega Woods, but that does mean that Woods just showing his intelligence as we go on. Power bomb from Woods and a high stack. Omega Woods looking to convert it. Omega Woods with the massive power bomb on Xavier Cross. What a night for Omega Woods and Xavier Cross. He came within inches of tapping out Omega Woods, and you can see that that grip was never really locked in from Xavier Cross. The work on his arm paid off, and Omega Woods with a massive power bomb and a high stack. I wonder if that says anything about Omega Woods and what his plan is going to be going forward. Omega Woods, it's another big win. Another big win for Omega Woods. And oh my God, from behind it's Sam Hunt again. Sam Hunt, we saw him 2 weeks ago, he completely disappeared. And now Sam Hunt has returned, and it's Omega Woods who he's targeted. I can't say that that's the smartest move in the world, but when you have a baseball bat, I guess it is the grand equalizer. Omega Woods just went through a brutal match against Cross, and now Sam Hunt, once again, laying punishment down on another member of the GAW Academy. Sam Hunt, oh, don't do this again. Don't do this again. Sam Hunt, thrill of the hunt. Good God Almighty, Sam Hunt has now laid waste to one of the most dangerous men in GAW.